So we're going somewhere magical, maybe even mystical today, in search of a hideout of one of the most notorious bandits of the late 1800s, Black Bart. We're right outside the little town of Dunsmuir in Northern California, which is, pretty close to the Oregon border. And it's in the shadow of Mount Shasta. And if you've ever heard anything about Mount Shasta, you know bizarre things go on there. Either around there, on top of there, or some even allege in there. Who knows? So the robberies that Black Bart would commit were on the Siskiyou Trail, which is the modern day I-5 from San Francisco all the way up to Portland. Black Bart's name was actually Charles Bowles, and he was born in England in 1829, and then he came to America with his family, and then in 1849 he moved to California with his two brothers to do what? Of course, be part of the gold rush. So in the ensuing years after coming to California to be in the gold rush, he met a lady and had kids. And in 1862, he actually enlisted in the military. Check this out. Water just seeps right out of the side of the mountain here. During his time in the military, he was injured at the Battle of Vicksburg, and he even took part in Sherman's March to the Sea. So, when he was discharged, he received a brevet's commission, I think that's how you say it, as both a second lieutenant and a first lieutenant, and he left the military in 1865. So you would think, this must be a pretty upstanding guy. In the military, got those two commissions, marched with Sherman, so just what in the dang heck happened? Well, the mosquitoes. I'll tell you. In 1867, he went up to the Idaho and Montana area to start doing gold prospecting again. And in a letter to his wife in 1871, he said that he had had a run-in with the Wells Fargo and Company agents. And it was not a good experience. And in that letter, he told his wife that he was going to exact revenge on those people. So just like in modern times, a lot of people don't like Wells Fargo. Between 1875 and 1883, he robbed 28 Wells Fargo stagecoaches. And he became known as the Gentleman Bandit because at his, fifth and sixth robberies, he left pounds. That's right. He never hurt anybody at any of his robberies. And oftentimes they would net him thousands of dollars, which back in the 1870s and 80s, that was a lot of money. So this magical and mystical place we're going today, which you can probably hear already, plays into the story because Black Bart was afraid of horses, so he would escape from all of his robberies on foot. Crazy, right? And he was known to wear a long linen duster coat and a bowler hat, and he would use a flour sack with two holes cut in it as his mask. So where we're going right now is one of his alleged hideouts where he would hide out from the law until his next stagecoach heist. And it's a pretty unbelievable spot. Oh. And here's the beginning of it. It's a cave. How about that? Pretty spectacular, huh? So this cave, you can actually go behind the waterfall. This is like Disneyland. All right, let's go in. And there's actually another cave right behind me that we're gonna go check out. I wonder which one he hid out in. This is a place to hide out up here in the summer if you're a robber, because it is so cool in here. Literally cool like in temperature. All right, we're gonna go up into that other cave. Somebody left their socks. I don't think I'll touch them. All right, a little bit of a steep climb. Oh, this is a cool little cave. Maybe this is where maybe up here is where he actually hid out, so he could have this view. In 1883, Black Bart committed his last stagecoach robbery. He got caught, and in 1884, they sentenced him to 6 years in San Quentin. Dang! Black Bart never did talk to his wife again. And when he got out of prison, the last known sighting for Black Bart was in a town called Visalia. The owner reported a man matching his description had come and checked in and left his stuff, but he was never heard from again. So now you know one of the places the notorious gentleman stagecoach robber Black Bart hung out. Just waiting to continue his heist on Wells Fargo Stagecoaches because they pissed him off.